Greetings, friends. Welcome to another series on Hell, Views of the Underworld in Ancient Literature. This is going to be lecture 2.0 because now we are getting into the Egyptian section of this series. Just to summarize what we've been through, many of you have been following along, and I appreciate it, is the Mesopotamian section. We've seen descents, we've seen resurrections, we've seen people being sprinkled with the water of life, we've seen list of things what not to do so you don't become part of the dead, and we have seen ascents from the underworld. We have seen judges, the Anunnaki. We've seen the judges of the gods, the Igigi. We're going to see some of that also in the Egyptian literature. We're going to spend some time in Egypt because there's just so much literature and so many things to cover. It's really hard to pick just one piece of literature. However, among those pieces of literature will be the Papyrus of Ani, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And we're going to use the E.A. Wallis Budge translation of that. I was fortunate enough to be able to travel to Egypt, and so I'm going to use all my own pictures here as we went through the Cairo Museum and through some of the major temples. It was very beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Papyrus of Ani, and we're going to look at two sections of this. First, we're going to look at the judgment scene, and we're going to look at the Confessions of Matt. There's 42 of them, and instead of, like today in Christianity, you would tell the deity what you have done in the 40 Confessions of Matt, 42 Confessions of Matt, you tell the deities what you have not done, which is really interesting. And there, in that scene, your heart is weighed. So we'll look at that. Then what we'll do is we'll look at the daily travel of Ra through the underworld, and some of the obstacles and some of the sections that we meet. And like in the Mesopotamian text, we'll see gatekeepers, and we'll see Ra coming in contact with people of the underworld, with beings of the underworld, pulling his ark along through the 12 hours of darkness. So that'll be pretty interesting. Then what we'll do is we'll look at a couple pyramid texts from different time periods of the Egyptian kingdom. So hopefully you can tag along, and hopefully you're enjoying some of these. And I'll be posting links to all the material in the next lecture. First, however, we need to familiarize ourselves with the deities because there are over 2,000 of them. So I'm going to try to find some good charts to post so that when these deities' names come up, and you kind of know a little bit about the roles, what they were doing there, and the roles in the scenes that we're going to be talking about, and in the literature. So hang in there, take care, thanks for watching, and remember, if everyone's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.